morning. My name's Julie from Sewunique, and I will pop all the links down below where you can find me on social media. I am most active on Instagram. I have an Etsy shop where I sell handmade project bags. We have sublimation items on there as well. Oh, we will have, I should say. Boxes for certain times of the year. We've just got our bunny box on at the moment. And I also have a website where I sell fabric, and we've got some sale yarn on there. So welcome. What are we on now? Episode 13. So welcome to any new viewers. Thank you for checking me out, and welcome back to everybody who's been with me for a while. Well, today, it's actually Wednesday today, and I decided to start my vlog a bit earlier this week because I've got a few things on. Today I want to do some machine embroidery. I want to sort of make another little decoration for the kitchen, and I also want to make up some button Easter eggs decorations for the kitchen as well. So I will share that with you obviously as I go on through the day. But now I've got to take some stuff down to the shop really, because I am packing up the bunny boxes today, so they will all be posted out tomorrow, which will be Thursday. So they will all go out on time, which is good, as there's only me here, so it'll probably take me 2 trips to carry things down, I should think. So that's that really. I'm not sure what else I'm going to be doing, but I want to, like I say, try and get a few decorations done for spring for the kitchen, and obviously doing a bit of tidying up. I've been trying to organise my sort of computer area, sort of crafty area that I've got up in the bedroom, because I've got a set of shelves up there and I've got a desk up there where I keep my computer. I've got my printer up there, I've got the Cricut up there, and I'll be looking for somewhere to keep my cross stitch items. And I've tried out here, I've tried upstairs, and I've tried in the living room, and nowhere is right actually, because the front room is not very good with, especially with the kittens. If they decide they want to rummage, they will rummage through your basket. So what I decided to do was organise my shelves, because I've got some knitting books there, crochet books, I've got some quilting books up there, I've got my Tilda books, I've got a few down here which I'm going to sort them out and take them upstairs. So that's what I've been doing this morning. I have cleared out quite a lot of rubbish, because I've got a lot of paper patterns up there which I'd printed off, which I'd used, and I just left them sat on the shelf. So everything's gone for recycling. Magazines have all gone. I don't really buy magazines anymore, only if there's something really special in that I want. I mean, like last year, the cross stitching for Peter Rabbit, and that went off to its new home the other week, so that was good. I must admit, I am liking having the PDF patterns now, because I can store them on my computer, store them on my external hard drive, and I can just print it off as and when I want one. So I'm quite enjoying that at the minute. Yes, I think that's probably something that I will do more often in the future. I've had a sort through my crafting books as well. I've got rid of a few, not many. I haven't got as many as I thought, but I have got to sort of go through them and maybe whittle them down a little bit more, because I think there are a few that I know I'm not going to use. But I have rediscovered some and thought, oh, these projects look nice. So hopefully when I have a little bit of spare time, I might actually be able to pull some off the shelf and have a look through and see what I fancy making. Because I found a Tilda Christmas one, and I've seen some lovely ideas in there which would be nice to make up, to decorate up in the house for this year's Christmas. So yeah, so anyhow, because I've got rid of some rubbish, I've had to wipe down the shelves because it was a bit dusty up there. So Yeah, it's not done me any favours doing that, but I'm really pleased with that. I've got my cross stitch basket up there with my projects in. I've got some of my patterns up there. I just need to get probably a book with clear pages in that I can store them in. I think that might be the best thing, really. So that'll mean a trip to Tesco's at some point, but I'm not going this week, I don't think. Everything's tidy. So yeah. So what am I going to do now? I'm going off to the shop now and get some work done, get some packing done, and yeah, I'll be back later to do some machine embroidery and other things. And the supplies you'll need for making the button Easter egg are a selection of buttons. Obviously they can be whatever colour you want. This is my box of buttons, and it's times like this I wish my buttons were sorted in jars. So when I want purple, I can just pick a jar of purple up, but no, one day maybe. And MDF Easter egg. Now my Easter egg measures wrong way. I think it's about 4 inches tall, and at the widest point across there it's about 2.5 inches. Now you can get these off eBay. Just search MDF eggs, and you can buy them that have got holes in as well. You can get different sizes. Just bear in mind though, if you are putting buttons on, it does get quite heavy. I have made some before and they are quite weighty, but if you are just going to say hanging them up on your window or hanging them up on the wall, then it's not going to matter really. But if you've got a little tree, you might find them a little bit heavy. Now, I have made some of these before, and I've used sort of yellow and oranges, and they look really nice. And I can't for the life of me think where I've put them, but if I can find them, I will put a picture of them in so you can see them. Right, another thing that you want is I use a hot glue gun. I've just got a little hot glue gun, and I'm sure, obviously this is not really suitable for children, especially young children, hot glue guns, but I'm sure there will be some glue out there that will stick buttons to MDF shapes. Right, so the first job is to put a layer of buttons down on your egg shape. So they are all hot glued on, and what I did was I went round the edge first, and then I sort of filled in the centre. So you can see, yes, I've used 1 or 2 biggish buttons, but it doesn't matter what size you use. Obviously you don't want them too big, but if you've got any little buttons, you can fill gaps. So I've filled all the gaps the best I can. Now the next stage for this is to stick another layer of buttons on, and this time we're going to go sort of in between, so you're going to cover the gaps up underneath. So that's what I'm going to do next. so that's my first one all finished now. As you can see, I've got another layer of buttons on. Now you will get some gaps. You're not going to totally fill the egg shape unless you've got some really tiny buttons, which I haven't. So get all the little strands of glue off, and that's really ready to go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get some little bits of wood stuck on the back so I can stand them up so they can sit with my little display. So yes, that's, I have to go and see Kevin for that. I'm sure he's got some wood somewhere. So I'm going to now get on with the second one. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you have a go, and if you do, let me know how you get on with it. But do watch your fingers with the heat, with the glue gun now, otherwise you'll burn yourself. Well, I've just finished the second one, and this time I put a few more buttons on, and I've used some bigger buttons just so you can see the difference. So that's the second one, and that's the first one. So I'm really pleased with how they've come out. And I managed this weekend to actually tidy my windowsill off in the kitchen and make my display up. So I will insert a few photographs here just so you can see what I've done. Now the lighting is not very good. So I've had to put the flash on the camera, so the colours aren't going to be as good as they should be. But I've tried my best. And I've also got a couple of pictures of the Easter eggs finished, and I didn't get any wood put on, didn't really get that far. I did purchase some 4-inch clear plate stands off what was it, Amazon, and they seem to work well. And I can't remember how much I paid for them. I didn't pay a great deal, it might have been £4 something, and there's 24. So I got quite a few. And also, if you notice on the windowsill, there is my little chicken. Now she's not got any eyes, because no, she did have. She normally sits up on top of the cupboard with, I've got some decoupage cats up there and things like that. But I decided to bring her down, as she's obviously the colour to go with my kitchen, and I'd got a bit of a space on the windowsill. So I thought, right, get her down, and I gave her a wash, got all the dust off her, and of course the eyes I'd only stuck them on because they were like googly eyes, so I took them off before they popped off. So they were hanging by a thread. So I thought I would just show you her in close, and what I'm going to do is probably stitch. If I've got any black beads, I'll put black beads on. Other than that, I'm going to do some French knots for her. So yes, so I made this a few years ago and really enjoyed making it, and I'll show you the book. So this is the book, Love to Sew, Vintage Style Gifts for the Home, Search Press, and I think I got that off Amazon. But and there she is on there, and it's a really nice book, really nice, and you've got all the patterns in the back. I'll see if I can show you one or two bits and pieces. So you've got some birdhouses there, which are nice. That's something I might fancy trying in a bit. There's some hearts. There's a pillow in stripes here, which is really nice. That would be good for using up scraps of fabric, wouldn't it? And oh, there's like a jewellery pin board. Let's see what else there is. There's pillowcases and things like that. Well, that's a nice picture, so you can get some idea. There's even some fabric cups as well to make. I'll see if I can find them. the patchwork quilt. There's like a cupcake wall hanging, which is nice. I don't think it was too expensive, this book, neither. Cupcakes. Oh, there we go. Cup and saucer. So that looks really nice. So I think I will be going to, well, I'm going to probably make some more things out of that. I'd completely forgotten about the book, and obviously when I was tidying upstairs on my shelves, I found it, didn't I? So yeah, she hasn't got a name. And what else have I got? So it's a bit of a mismatch this week because I don't really have any purchases. I've got one purchase actually, that's it. I've got some new fabric, so it's just going to be a bit of everything now, I think. If you watched last week's, you'll have seen the cups with the bunny tomty on. Well, and I'll have told you before, we had some cushion covers, some small cushion covers. So I've got this cushion, and I haven't actually got a cushion pad for this. I didn't have time to make one up, so I've just stuffed it at the minute, and I will make myself a pad up. But we've sublimated the Tomty bunny on there. I mean, how nice is that? So I think what I might do is actually sit this on the windowsill, or sit it in the kitchen for the time being, and probably put my mug near it and put some Easter eggs in it or something like that. But I really love that design. Adele does really well with her art. So what I'd like to do actually is, I want to get the conservatory decorated at some point this year, and I do have some metal pictures up, metal pictures, and I think it's time for a change now. So what I want to do is like maybe get some of Adele's designs that she's done for me on the metal and put them up on the wall, because I think that'll look really nice. So that's that. I'll show you my cross stitch. Now I haven't done a lot of cross stitch this week because obviously we've been doing bunny boxes, and that has taken up most of my week really. So I've got that far. Oops, catching the light. So I'm partway through the third carrot, and I've just got one more carrot to do, and then it's the word carrot at the top of the picture, and then I'm finished. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this week this piece will be done. It's driving me mad. It's the fabric that's the problem, and I can't wait. The next picture I do, I'm going to do on the new chalkboard Ada that I've got, which looks really nice, so I'm looking forward to that. Right, one thing I did buy, went shopping the other day, and I have got myself a tea tray. Now I looked on Amazon for these, and they were about £60, which is a lot of money to pay out for a tray. And I thought, no, there's got to be a cheaper option. It's got little feet on, and I looked at putting two plates together, two wooden plates, things like that, and the range I think have got like wooden plates, but I didn't go and look at them because I was going around the range. I always like to look at the flowers, because you never know what you might find, and it was on the wedding section aisle where they got all the bouquets of flowers, and this was sat on the bottom shelf, and they're only £12 something, £12.99 maybe. So I thought, well, I've got to have that, and that will sit on the counter near the window where the bread maker is. So now you know what I'll be doing. I'll be making some decorations up probably for summer for this one, I think, because it's going to take me a bit of time to obviously to stitch. So I've got some nice cross stitch designs, from Stitching with the Housewife. So yeah, so I can't wait to actually get started on this. So yeah, so I'm really pleased at that, because I've been wanting one for ages, so I'm glad I found it. Right, what else? So one thing I will show you, as I was tidying, I found this out. Now this is done on, I don't know what this is called. It looks like an Ada, but yet again, it was back from the card making days. Now this owl is, I think it's a Sizzix die, and I've blanket stitched it on to this piece of fabric. So I thought what I might do, because like I said, I think for card making, and I was just going to stitch around the edge to stitch it on a card. So there's not a lot of fabric around the edge, but there's enough so I can probably make a cushion or something, or I don't know, maybe just layer it up on something. I might even be able to fringe the edges. So that's something I want to do over next week. So that might appear as a finished object in the next vlog. Watch this space. Right, well, I have got some new fabric that I brought up from the shop, which this is going to be what I'm going to be playing with, I hope, next week. And I've got the hexagons. So that's nice and colourful, springy. I have got a nice bee fabric, nice green background, and then I've got the bee on a nice grey background, and I have got a grey sort of mottled fabric to go with that as well, which I haven't brought any of that home. What else have I got? I've got a nice, it's a very, very pale grey background with, like, I suppose you'd probably call it like a ditzy flower really, but that's nice. So that would be nice for the lining. And oh yeah, this is the floral one, and I think there's bees on this one as well. Just let me get this sticker off. So yeah, there's some nice floral, and it's got bees on as well. So I'm going to be having a little play with this. And then we've got bugs and dots. So that, even though it's black on the background, it's nice and colourful. So that should look nice together for some bags. So that's in my to-do pile. That's ready for next week's vlog. Well, I nearly forgot the giveaway. That's time of the month again, and yeah, it's giveaway time. So what I'm going to do is we're going to give away one of our drawstring bags with the Leaping Bunny on, which is very, very cute, and it's got cream fabric for the runner and the inside, and it's got like a little white design on. You probably won't be able to see that, but it's all very nice. And also there's a little lavender cushion, and there's one of our Leaping Bunny bookmarks. Now the colour is slightly different on the bookmark from the fabric. I think it's a little bit darker, but this is what you get with sublimation. I think things are probably a little bit richer, so that's going to be in the bag. This is open worldwide. I'm quite happy to send it anywhere. All you need to do is leave me a comment down below, and if you want to be in with a chance to win the bag, just put win me, so I know you want to go into the draw, and I will draw the winner on April's podcast, which will be in a few days. It's not going to be on the 1st of the month, because we are really a little bit late this month. The bunny boxes have sort of kept me busy, so I haven't really had time to prepare for the podcast. So you've got a few days. So it's, yeah, like I said, it's open worldwide. So yeah, good luck everyone, and we'll see you again soon. Well, I think I'm going to round this vlog up now for this week. I've got a little bit of admin work to do on the computer. I need some more thank you stickers doing, and return address labels and things like that, because I'm running out now. So yes, I hope everybody's had a lovely crafty week. I can see the weather's changing. It's nice today, and I think we're in for a bit of good weather which has been nice because it's gardening weather, isn't it? The rhubarb, I haven't taken any pictures this week, but I think it was 3 weeks ago that I shared the rhubarb with you. And it's growing. Charlie's found his leaf again, so he's been sunning himself in the garden and then hiding under the rhubarb leaf. So the rhubarb is coming on, and I will probably get some pictures and put them in next week's. But then again, no, I think I'll take some now when I go outside and pop them in at the end of this vlog. So yeah, it's coming along, so I can't wait. I can't wait to pick it. So yes, take care everyone. I hope you've had a lovely week, like I said, and hope you've managed to get lots of crafting done. And yeah, I'll see you all again pretty soon. So thank you for joining me. Bye everyone.